I'll be doing my first tutorial today on how to make ruffles. Now these are ruffles, and this is an example of a top that I made for my HoneyBliss collection. These are 3 layers of ruffles, and in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make this. Okay, so first of all, obviously you'll need your fabric, and you'll have to know how wide you want the ruffles to be and how long you want them to be. So if you want them to be, like 2 inches wide, then you can measure it to be 2 inches wide, but add a little bit of seam allowance. Seam allowance is how much you need extra at the end of the fabric when you sew it. First, what I like to do is trace on the fabric how wide and how long I want it to be. And the tricky thing about doing ruffles is you have to cut out the strip longer than what is needed. Cut out a strip of fabric out of the fabric that I have, and I fold it in half lengthwise, and then I iron it. This will be the edge of the ruffles, and I wanted it to be a clean fold. Now, if you're not going to do it this way, you can definitely just cut one single strip and not have the fold, but you'll have to finish that edge. It'll be a little bit more work, but so now what I'm going to do is just baste along the length of the fabric, and I'll show you how to do that on the machine. So once I have the fabric cut out at the desired width and the desired length, it has to be longer than what I really need, because when you gather it, it'll get shorter. So right now I'm using black thread just so that you can see, but typically I'll be using the thread that matches the fabric color. And I'm changing the stitch length to 4.5. Usually it's 2.5. So 4.5, it just means that it's a longer stitch length. And then I just stitch. So once I did that side, I'm going to have to stitch one more time, and it's going to have to be right in the middle, close to the edge. Make sure it's also a long stitch length. And the thing about this second part here is when I'm stitching the second row, I have to make sure that it does not meet or intersect or touch this row at all, just so that it gathers well. Okay, so I have it there. Now this is the fun part. So this is the last step, and what you see me doing here is gathering. So I took 2 threads that were on top, and I just pull them along. Pull it, and I pull the fabric. And you can gather it tight to make ruffles just like that, or you can make it soft ruffles that are like that. And you just keep doing this, and this is why it's very important to cut a longer strip of fabric than you really need, because when you start gathering, it gets shorter. So the finished product looks like this, and this is a dress that I'm working on for HoneyBliss, and I just put it around the sleeves, like that. That's how you do ruffles. Very easy, 5 minutes. Done. Oh my gosh, that was so much harder than I thought it would be. But in case you didn't understand what I rambled on about, I wrote the instructions in the sidebar, so you can check it out, and hopefully you'll make your own fabulous ruffle designs. And I just wanted to show you the skirt that I made, and I used the same ruffle idea to make the tiaras. So thanks for watching. Bye!